Hitchhiker's Guide to Cancer. We are back, day 92. It's been a minute. Good to see you. Now, before you start giving me grief for not posting, all I want to say is look at this. Does it surprise you that I haven't been posting? I look a hot mess. I'm like Wolverine over here. So please forgive me. But I feel like the next video should be good. My schedule's been a mess. Where do we even begin? Let's start with sort of recapping everything. So I think the last video we had was Amsterdam, which was absolutely epic. If you haven't seen the video with Lindsay and myself, and Lindsay having a little bit too much vino on the rooftop of our Airbnb, it's definitely worth a watch. We went to Amsterdam, had a great time in Amsterdam, came back for a few days, went to Florida, visited one of my best friends in Florida, and now I'm back. Here's what I'll say. Amsterdam, right before Amsterdam, I was wrapping up my first round of chemo. Towards the end of that, I had a subclinical seizure. I may or may not have mentioned it, but I had a subclinical seizure where basically I missed taking my meds and essentially I did have a seizure, but did not pass out. So had to call 911. It was a bit of a scare. Ended up going to Amsterdam. That was just sort of an accident as far as my meds were concerned. Go to Amsterdam. And then I was just literally when I left the day after I ended my first round of chemo, and I was just beat. I thought I was going to bounce back quickly from the chemo. I did not. I didn't bounce back from the chemo, honestly, until 2 days ago. I slept a ridiculous amount in Amsterdam, but it was still fun. Get back. Ended up picking up a new sport, pickleball, new activity, and had another scare before I went to Florida where I almost passed out playing pickleball. How many people can say that? So it's been a bit of a roller coaster, and I guess rather frustrating. I've been way off my routine. However, like I said, these last 2 days have been a little bit better as far as my energy. I feel like it's coming back. My little things like when I do sports like basketball, golf, those things, sort of the eye-hand coordination is finally starting to come back. All that to say, my second round of chemo begins this Wednesday. So it's kind of frustrating because I feel like, all right, motivation is starting to come back. Energy is starting to come back. I'm finally sleeping on a normal schedule. I'm not sleeping a ridiculous amount, taking tons of naps. And obviously I need to be patient with myself and give myself grace. I get all that. Still doesn't make it any less frustrating. So we'll see how the second round of chemo goes. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that it could be the same, which is kind of worn down. It's 5 days again, so kind of worn down for a few days, and then you bounce back. I've also heard that every round is progressively takes a greater toll than the previous round, so it gets progressively worse. That seems more likely, but we'll see. So again, 5 days of chemo. It'll start on Wednesday. It's pill form, and then we'll see how the recovery goes. I will be here for the chemo, nearby, but I'll be in Baltimore, going to New York for tattoo number 2 on Thursday night, Philly for Buddy AJ's fight on Saturday. But other than that, I'll be back and forth from Baltimore. So should be interesting. I'm really going to be keen to what happens after the 5 days and those 23 days after. I'm off the chemo pills to see if, again, it takes a huge toll on me and if I'm just taken down. So with all that being said, we got through the first round. Wish me luck on the second round. Appreciate, as always, all the support. I've been horrible at returning messages. I've been really bad at posting these videos, but I'm back. I'm back, baby. And chemo ain't going to hold me down. I'm bringing these videos. So we have all that on the horizon. The golf tournament right around the corner, Monday, May 23rd. 40th birthday, planning that. Potential Puerto Rico trip. That's happening in June. A lot of good stuff going on. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Day 92.